My buddy Jose is joining me, and we are talking about a very big game. Hello, Jose. How are you, my friend?
I'm exhausted, Vic.
Are you?
Exhausted.
What has been keeping you up? What has been keeping you up late into the night?
Oh man, it's been an ultimate Smash session for the ages.
Are you talking about you talking about some dirty stuff, or are you talking about a video game?
Oh, I'm talking about smashing, my friend.
Okay.
Smashing with my bros.
Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is here. It's upon us. And it's won the
I'm
best.
not even paying attention. I'm playing it right now.
Well, stop.
Literally.
We have to review this thing. It just won the Rocket and Reagan Award for Best Kids Game, and chances are it might be up for a couple of others during the course of this week. What do you think about this title, my friend?
It's literally in the title.
Yeah.
It is the ultimate version of Smash. It's like they threw everything in there, and then they forgot some things that wasn't a part of everything, and they just threw that in there as well. They were just like, why not? I don't remember this character. He deserves a game. Put him in the game.
They could have called it, and it wouldn't have been an issue at all. They could have called it Super Smash Bros. Ridiculous.
Yeah, that'll be the next one. That's the next one. Sequel announced, confirmed.
Or redonkulous. But yeah, seriously, like any character you could pretty much think of that's ever, skittered across a Nintendo platform in any fashion is there. Plus, they've announced that Joker is going to be a part of this from Persona 5.
Yeah.
And that isn't even on the Switch yet, but presumably that will be on the Switch. So now they're putting characters that are not even on the Nintendo machines
made up
yet.
Characters.
They're just putting them in there, So it's a bounty of different characters, but is it fun, my friend? Is it a good time?
I mean, the thing about Smash Bros. Is it has such a fan base, like a fan base like no other. I mean, there are people that are still playing the original Smash Bros. That are so excited to play more and more Smash Bros. That are like, oh, I'd rather play the original. But if you're not familiar with the Smash Bros. Franchise, I feel like this is the perfect jump on point because you can literally choose anyone, ever.
Yeah.
Damn near. Yeah. Once you unlock them, of course. But it's easy to get into. I mean, I am not the best Smash player by any regards.
Everybody says this about Smash. Everybody says I can't play it very well, and
Nope.
it's a tough game. Every time you hear anybody, especially from the reviewer side, it's like, well, I'm not very good, but you come and watch me stream, or I still had a good time. But there is an accessibility, I think, this time, and part of it is the amount of characters, but it's just a relentless amount of content.
It's never ending. Like I've been doing the spirit mode. I think I did it for like 6 hours straight last night after we got done playing, and I was just like, I don't know why I need these spirits, but I need them. I need to collect all of them.
Yeah.
I need every single one of them. They need to be mine. I need them now. And ooh, I got this thing. I don't know what this does. Half the stuff I get, I don't even know what it does, but I'm like, I'm so excited I got that. It says ace. It says legend. It's got to be good.
Yes, and then you can level up these characters. You can put the amiibo into there, and they could be like figure players. You can play like classic Smash. You can play the tournaments. You can play the mob rules one, where you just basically have to defeat an army of different characters. You can get online and start arenas.
And chat through your other mobile device.
Yes, you can chat through it, which we did last night. But you can also hunt and peck inside of the menus and look at your collection and look at all the music. There's like almost 1,000 pieces of music in this game. It is ridiculous how much material is in there. But you can tell it wasn't like they just took everything off of the drawing board from the Wii U version. They had that as the framework, all the materials to kind of build this new truly ultimate experience. So they didn't have to start from scratch, but they've just piled on so much that it's become irrefutable.
And I feel like it's a thing they have to with the fan base, because they would have been yelling and arguing about every little thing. They're just like, I don't know, what if we give you everything?
Yeah.
Here's just everything we can think of.
Well, there's also a $25 fighter pack too that you can get as downloadable content with 5 characters and lots of new spaces. But I want to talk a little bit about the arenas, which I think are a huge part of the joy in this game, because once you start looking through them, it almost works like a commercial for Nintendo. Like every Nintendo thing. Yeah.
It's like they threw Nintendo Land into Smash Bros.
Yes.
Like, here's a little bit of every single game. I'm surprised they didn't take every character from Wild Gunman and make them their own character. That's for the next one.
Yeah.
I want a Wild Gunman DLC pack where I can play as each individual character from Wild Gunman.
Well, Wild Gunman, that's the super old retro 8-bit one.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, they show up in the game. But
they
you
do
can't play as them individually.
Isn't that incredible, though? I mean, not only do you get all of these playable characters, but every once in a while, like Shovel Knight will just appear in the middle of the thing, you know,
or like Bomberman,
Bomberman just pops in. Yeah, he came in and kicked my butt last night, and you know, and that's also one of the amazing things about this game too, is that it is so random. And it's just a unique experience, no matter what mode you tap on, whatever you press, whether you play the World of Light single-player mode or you get into the... It's kind of slapping every other fighting game in the face, you know? I think the closest approximation is maybe Injustice 2, which I think Ed Boon and his team really did an amazing job, and then threw in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on top of all of that stuff, which was also incredible fan service. But this takes it to a whole other level. It isn't the concise, super technical fighting that you would find in something like Injustice or Street Fighter, but it's not that far away either, is it?
I mean, it's true, but it really depends on who is playing.
Right.
I mean, you can watch some of the pro guys play, and you're like, I'm dead. Like I get thrown off something happens to me, I'm like 3 feet underneath the level and behind, like right in the middle. There's no way I'm getting out.
Yeah.
But the pros guys, like, I do this move, and it'll like flick my dude over here. Another one will flick me back, and boom, I'm on the ledge, and I'm safe. And I don't even know how your brain fathomed that. Obviously, it's because of the years of playing Smash Bros.
Yes.
For me, I'm like, I was done. As soon as I did, I threw the controller down, and it was over. For me.
And aren't there tons of matches, and I'm just like you, full-on amateur, aren't there tons of matches that you have where you get blasted off of screen and you go, well, I'm dead. And then you realize, no, your character's still floating. It's because
Kirby.
You and I are both always playing Kirby. But we're still, like, we're alive still. We're just slowly going back into frame. And you're like, oh, you pick up the controller again, and you're like, oh, I'm still here. I'm still alive. I'm still playing.
Oh, classic.
Yeah. It's relentless in how much, nostalgia it's throwing at you. And every one of those levels, it's like, oh my God, I want to go play that game right now. I just want to stop. But then you realize, well, I am kind of playing Castlevania right now because I've unlocked Simon and I get to do all of these different moves. It's amazing in that way. But then you can also carry the game with you and play it on planes, trains, and automobiles,
Dangerous.
like, which
battery
is
training.
And don't drive while you're playing Smash Brothers. It's so hard to put this down, isn't it?
It really is. I mean, I was playing it last night, and then the battery I got the low battery warning, and I was like, it's not plugged in. It's not plugged in, because I was just taking it with me around the house. And then I was like, oh, I can plug it into my TV. So I started playing it like that, and I was like, oh my God, it's so much bigger. It's so giant. Look at it now. When you're fighting the big characters and like the big enemies, and they're like, they're even bigger.
Let me throw this at you, buddy. Imagine if we knew what we were doing.
Wait, you don't? I've been crushing. After the first 17 or 18 losses, I was ready to rock. I'm undefeated online. I mean, I'm 2-0. I've only beaten you.
Oh, yes. Yeah, you did beat me. Yeah, right. Those are my brightest moments. My daughter kicked somebody's butt. We were playing cooperative online yesterday, and she kicked somebody's butt, and I was like, oh my God, how did you do? But that kind of speaks to the joy of this game. There's a randomness. There is definitely some luck. There's definitely an access point as a button masher. But then, as I learned on stage at EGLX this year, you really can get amazing at this game. And when you start to figure out some of that detail and that minutia in the fighting, it's a work of art. It's just a wonderful new level of engagement with the game too, and I think that's why it's so popular.
It's the perfect time for this game to come out. A lot of new Switch owners are going to be coming in over the holidays.
Yep.
Going to be wanting a game that's not going to let them down, and a game that they're not going to want to put down.
It can get pretty intense and competitive, and I can imagine that a lot of relationships will suffer from this game, but it's also a fun way to get a group of people together and just have a good time as well, right?
Yeah, I mean, It's a little bit for every Nintendo fan, Persona fan, games that aren't even on the Switch. You're going to be able to play with characters from. It covers all corners it needs to, and I'm sure there's going to be more to come.
Yeah.
But even at launch, it's still like, here's everything you can enjoy about playing in a fighting game. Pimp out your favorite character, boost them up, make them awesome.
I think it's one of my favorite fighters of all time, just because of its relentlessness, It's just such a wonderful, wonderful cavalcade of gifts, gifts are a big chunk of what you get in the game. Like, actual gifts will pop out of the sky and you bash them open like a piñata. And
even every time you win a match, every time you win a match, you're getting, I don't know what all these tokens do. I've got so many
Totally.
coins, and I got green tokens. I got my coins. I'm getting all kinds of like boosts for my characters. I'm like, well, I can just play with these characters, and they're leveling up.
Yeah.
I'm not necessarily sure why, but I'm still kicking some ass, and I'm having fun doing it. And all these guys are just getting like level 99s. I'm like, let's do this, rabid Mario.
Yeah.
The only problem I have is that I unlock so many cool characters that aren't like playable. They're just like my spirit characters. I'm like,
Yeah.
well, damn it, I want to see them in the ring.
Maybe that's how the franchise evolves, is that you can just cycle through
Everyone
all of that stuff and throw in whatever character you want. Anyways, this is going to keep people busy for years and years and years. We're not going to see another Smash for probably, I don't know, I would expect 5 years from now.
5 years.
Yeah.
I could say 5 years.
What are you going to give Super Smash Bros. Ultimate on Nintendo Switch?
Giving it a 9.5.
I'm going all the way. I'm giving it a 10, and I can't believe Nintendo. I can't believe Sakurai-san has done it with this, man. It's just an incredible game.